During the Ice Age, many animals, such as sabre-toothed cats, mastodons, and most mammoths, perished. However, there was one animal that survived the harsh conditions of the Ice Age, and not only that, it managed to thrive and become known as the Titan of the Arctic, the musk ox. This unique creature is incredibly resilient and has adapted well to the extreme conditions of the Arctic. In today's video, we'll be learning more about this fascinating animal that is sure to surprise you. Let's get started. Muskox. The muskox is the only living member of the bovid family. These animals are large and sturdy, with a big head and short neck, and are covered in very thick fur. They have sharp, curved horns with a massive base on their foreheads, which they use to protect themselves from predators. Despite their intimidating appearance, muskoxen are actually herbivores. Their long, thick fur hangs almost to the ground and consists of a long, coarse outer layer and a thick, soft undercoat that is 8 times warmer than sheep's wool. In fact, this undercoat is so warm that it is used to insulate spacesuits for astronauts during spacewalks. History. If the musk ox did not have such warm wool, it would definitely not have made it to our times. Even in ancient times, the ancestral habitat of musk oxen was not pleasant. They lived in the cold highlands of Central Asia. When it became even colder 3.5 million years ago, the ancestors of musk oxen descended from the Himalayas and spread across Siberia and the rest of northern Eurasia. During the penultimate glacial period, musk oxen entered North America via the Bering Isthmus and also spread into Greenland. Survival. Despite facing various challenges, musk oxen have managed to survive and thrive over time. However, it was not always easy for them, especially during the late Pleistocene era. At that time, the climate was changing, and primitive humans were already hunting these creatures. Despite all this, muskoxen adapted to the new conditions and survived the late Pleistocene extinction. While many animals, including some that were mentioned earlier, disappeared during the Ice Age, musk oxen managed to survive. Along with reindeer and bison, they were among the few ungulate animals that survived the extinction. Despite living alongside mammoths for a long period of time, musk oxen outlived many animals and continue to exist successfully. Discovering and description. Let's move closer to our time. The musk ox was first discovered for Europeans by Henry Kelsey, an Englishman working for the Hudson Bay Company. It happened in 1689. Later, scientists began to study musk oxen gradually, but could not and still cannot define its exact systematic position. Some scientists attributed musk oxen to the Bovinae subfamily. Others attributed musk oxen to the Kepernick subfamily, which also includes goats and mountain sheep. The musk ox has features and parameters common to both the bulls and the sheep. However, the musk ox is not a hybrid, by the way. The name of this tenacious animal comes from the fact that the meat of males and sometimes females can strongly resemble musk. As for males and females, the differences between them are substantial. On average, a musk ox reaches a height of 130 to 150 centimeters, 260 centimeters in length, and weighs about 350 kilograms. At the same time, in captivity, males can fatten up to 650 kilograms. Females are about 50 to 60% smaller than males in terms of weight. Present time. The range of musk oxen may not be extensive, but it is fascinating to note that they inhabit various countries. These majestic creatures can be found in North America, occupying the frigid northern regions of Canada and Alaska, as well as Greenland. In the past century, some were transported to Sweden and Norway, where they have since established their homes. Furthermore, northern Russia is home to many musk oxen, particularly on the Taimyr Peninsula, Wrangel Island, the polar Urals in the north of Yakutia, and the north of Magadan Oblast. Living in the Arctic, these creatures have undergone significant evolutionary changes to adapt to the unforgiving climate. Their unique appearance is a reflection of their adaptation to the cold living conditions. For instance, they do not have protruding body parts, as this would result in heat loss. Instead, their long and dense fur helps to keep them well insulated. It's fascinating to note that despite their thick and long fur, musk oxen may appear more massive than they are in reality. Food. You won't find much food in such harsh and remote places, but musk oxen don't complain. Sedge, lichen, moss, willow, and wild grasses form the basis of the diet of these herbivores. In the course of evolution, musk oxen have managed to adapt to the extremely scarce foodlands of the Arctic, because the Arctic summer lasts only a few weeks. Musk oxen spend most of the year grazing on dry plants that they dig out from under the snow. Before running, musk oxen tend to visit natural solonetzic soils during the snowless season, mostly in the summer months, to obtain macronutrients and micronutrients. Being the residents of the hilly Arctic tundra and polar deserts, musk oxen graze in the mountains in winter, where the wind blows the snow off the slopes, making it easier to find food. In summer, however, musk oxen usually move to places that are richest in food, such as river and lake valleys and low tundra. In winter, musk oxen spend most of their time sleeping or resting to digest the food they've eaten. During Arctic storms, musk oxen lie down with their backs to the wind, and unlike migrating reindeer, spend the winter staying in a small area. Musk oxen tolerate any frost well, but high snows are devastating to them. This is surprising because at the same time, these animals are able to get food from under loose snow up to 50 centimeters deep. Live. Musk oxen are social animals that live in groups ranging from 10 to 20 individuals. They have strong social ties, especially among young musk oxen and females with calves. Since females almost always live in groups, males do not create their own harems. Instead, they try to join and take over an existing group by expelling young males from there. These groups, which are protected and maintained by the dominant male, are considered harems. As soon as a newborn calf is born, it becomes a member of the group and begins interacting with other herd members. Participating in social games is an important element of herd life. A group of musk oxen is not just a group that hangs around, it's a full-fledged collective where everyone can help each other. Despite their weight and slowness, musk oxen can quickly form a defensive formation, like a living wall, in times of danger. If things get really bad, they will gallop away. It's surprising that these large creatures can reach speeds of 25 to 30 kilometers per hour and maintain it for several kilometers. Predators. What creatures do they have to run away from? Other animals, of course. Don't forget that the Arctic is a very dangerous place, and the danger manifests itself not only in the frosts and winds, but also in the many predators that live there. The main enemy of musk oxen is the wolf, both gray and Alaskan tundra ones. Polar bears, as well as brown bears and wolverines, also pose problems to musk oxen. As I said previously, when a predator attacks, musk oxen line up defensively or run away. If escape is impossible and it's too late to form a defensive formation, musk oxen form a circle. When the predator approaches, one male of the herd attacks it and returns to the circle immediately. Other members of the herd approach it. This method of defense is quite effective against all natural predators except one creature. Unfortunately, I'm talking about a human. It's probably the most dangerous enemy of the muskox. This horned creature is able to defend itself against many predators and even to fight them back. For example, with a powerful blow of its horns, the muskox can kill a wolf or even wound a bear. However, the muskox is virtually powerless against humans. The living wall and the circle I spoke about are useless ways of self-defense. The herd, which stands in a circle and covers the young with its bodies, remains motionless when musk oxen are shot with a rifle. In the past, entire herds were easily destroyed in this way, which seriously affected the entire musk oxen population. Musk oxen are hunted for their soft and warm undercoat. From an adult and healthy animal, you can collect from 2 or more kilograms of undercoat, which can then be sold for good money. The price for musk ox undercoat ranges from $40 to $80 per 28 grams. That is, if things go well, the hunter can get several $1,000s for the wool of just one animal. Musk oxen are often hunted for their meat, which is considered a delicacy due to its musky flavor. Despite being a protected species in the Arctic, hunting these animals is not completely prohibited. In the United States, limited hunting of musk oxen is allowed, and a similar plan is being considered in Russia. However, musk oxen require wide dispersal and full protection as a species. Even though the current situation is not alarming, continued hunting and poaching could quickly change that. These animals, which have survived even the Ice Age and the extinction of mammoths, could disappear forever due to human actions. Do you want to see musk oxen in the Arctic? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching and see you later.